We live? Damn, man, I hate arguing with niggas on Clubhouse, man. You know, when you argue with people on Clubhouse, bro, these dudes, they don't want to hear the truth, man. That's my bad, man. But let's get into this conversation. So, I'm up. I'm going to re-upload this on my club, I told you, on my YouTube. So, when people be asking me to request to come on here, no. We can't do that. This is going for YouTube. I'm going to do personal lives, but right now this is strictly for the YouTube. So, the conversation piece, I saw a video with Fat Joe on Math Hoffa platform. I see everybody going in on Fat Joe, the FBA community and all that. So let me say this, right? Because I'm gonna be kind of honest with it, right? And I gotta be fair, because I'm not a hater. I don't hate on Fat Joe. I like Fat Joe. I rocks with Fat Joe. You know, Fat Joe ain't did nothing to me. You know, people that got hate for Fat Joe, that's their issue. It's cool. So I'm watching the interview, and Fat Joe was talking about FBA and talking about Tariq Nasheed. Now I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Tariq Nasheed documentary that he did, Mike Check, was out of pocket. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. It was out of fucking pocket. And it's no knock on Tariq. I mean, it's good to talk the history of hip hop. It's good to talk the history of where hip hop started in the Bronx and all that. You know, I get that. You know what I'm saying? Because there's nothing wrong with that. You talking about a history, right? You giving these brothers, they flowers. You know, Hollywood and Disco King Mario and all these dudes. You giving them their flowers. Fine. But when you a dude that come from California and you is a grifter, and I like Tariq, but Tariq Nasheed is a grifter, bro. I'm all about FBA. I tell people all the time, I don't go with that African or that black title. I don't like to be called African American or black, because black means death. It's a curse that us as a people put on ourselves, because basically that was a title, just like colored and Negro is derogatory. Black is derogatory, because you calling yourself a color. You know, we are brown. My skin tone is brown. I'm not black. I don't look like this. I look like a brown person, right? So when somebody gets on a platform and say, "Oh, I'm black," or "I'm African American," you gotta listen to these dudes, because right there, that's a curse, bro. So when I look at Tariq, I say to myself, you know, I don't got an issue with Tariq, but Tariq, you is a fraudulent dude, because one, you wanted a lot of dissension between people, right? Hip hop started in the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? It started in the Bronx and Harlem, right? The majority of all the people that grew up in the Bronx and Harlem was blacks and Hispanics. That's just what it was. The climate of them times, it was blacks and Hispanics that grew up with each other. I don't want to hear from a man that wasn't a teenager in 1971, just in 1973 in general. If you wasn't a teenager in 1970 or 1971, 1972, 1973, or 74, I should not be hearing nothing from you. You know, like when people try to like give credit, like even with the Brooklyn thing, like nobody was into hip hop, right? Because hip hop was called B-boy culture. B-boy culture was not respected by brothers with money. You know, like the brothers that ran those clubs, and brothers that went to those parties, those flowers parties, those DJ, you know, Pete Jones parties. These is brothers that was hustlers, brothers that wore suits, brothers that that basically was not of that ilk. You know, they was from a certain type of ilk, which was that boss player ilk. You know, and they wasn't, and they listened to disco and R&B. You know, those parties was disco parties. Had nothing to do with hip hop because the genre wasn't even created till later. They started calling it hip hop, and that was because of Cowboy that created that hip hop title. You know what I'm saying? Like before '78, when you heard the Furious Five saying hip hop, nobody was saying hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Nobody, because it didn't exist. You know what I'm saying? So when you got people like, you know, old boy, they arguing, you know, Tariq, it's like, dog, you and Joe, it's like, it's pointless. What is the beef about? You're not even from New York. One, it's like you doing some culture, you being a culture vulture. And one thing I don't respect about Tariq is this, right? I would respect him if he would do free interviews with black journalists. See, one thing I don't like about a lot of these brothers, they talk this pro-black, they talk this blackity black talk, they talk all about they for they people, but you never see these brothers do free interviews for they people. They always about the dollar. They always about the dollar. But they go on Vlad platform and Vlad give them whatever he feel like giving them. If he want to get them $5,000, he'll give them that, and they comfortable with that. But when it comes to black platforms, they want to break your pockets. That's why I can't respect none of these dudes. And then another thing I can't respect these dudes is nobody is showing improving. You know what I'm saying? You can't talk about you FBA, but you still saying you black. You should be saying we indigenous and we here to get our human rights and what's old does. See, one thing I respect about Malcolm X and Martin Luther King and John Conyers and Johnny Cochran, they didn't have to put nobody down talking about reparations and talking about, you know, the human rights that's owed our people. Like all that what dudes is doing, the divisiveness, that's just a bunch of nonsense. You know what I'm saying? Because in 2025, we going in 2025, bro. Like, what is the divisiveness? We arguing about hip hop and who started it. It don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't even control the culture. So how the hell we gonna talk about FBA and hip hop when brothers don't even control the culture? Brothers don't even control the culture. You know what I'm saying? So y'all dudes is arguing a bunch of nonsense and nobody gatekeeping. The Puerto Ricans, the blacks, the Jamaicans, nobody gatekeeping the culture. Because the culture is not even controlled by people that look like nobody that's arguing. It's controlled by people that's European descent that runs the culture. That's now telling you that the face of hip hop is Eminem. He's the rap god. But y'all dudes is arguing about FBA and hip hop and all that. Like, I'm just looking at grown men looking goofies, bro. They looking goofy. You know what I'm saying? And the sad part is that it shouldn't be no argument about the culture. Okay? Because they all grew up. These brothers grew up in the Bronx, right? Joe is from the Bronx. He could speak for his time period because he was outside. You know, nobody is saying that blacks created the culture. I just think it's a pointless argument to have this argument keep going on about blacks and Puerto Ricans and FBA created the culture. You know, like people talking about, yo, like, okay, what people got to realize is this, right? Hip hop culture, right? There was no such thing as hip hop culture because a lot of the DJs was disco DJs. Hip hop started, you know, like I said, with Cowboy saying hip hop on a line. You know what I'm saying? Y'all don't even know who created the phrase of hip hop and how that phrase started. Y'all keep arguing about hip hop, hip hop, hip hop, but y'all can't even say who created it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, like, I'm looking at the goofy shit with Tariq. Tariq is just a goofy, bro. You know? You know, like I said, when Keith Cowboy made the term in 78, hip-hop, nobody was calling this culture hip-hop. So, what is the argument about? Because it wasn't no culture. It was a disco culture. It was disco. That's what all it was before it even got coined hip-hop. People talking about the late 60s and all that. Like, yo, dog, I'm not even dealing with you. You about to get, matter of fact, let me block you, you sucker. Stop coming on my platform. You's a sucker. Thank you. Like, at the end of the day, bro, like, there wasn't no hip-hop culture. Until, like I told y'all, until 78. Late 60s, it wasn't no hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? People say, yo, but what about Flowers? What about P. Jump? They wasn't hip-hop DJs. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't no such thing as no hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? People don't want to even give a man Cowboy his flowers who coined the phrase of hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? It was him, Love Bug Starsky, and it was Hollywood. These are the three dudes that pioneered that term hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? I always tell people, the three godfathers of this culture is Hollywood, Mario, and Kool Herc. Everybody else come after them. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to talk about other brothers because, like I said, it was disco. All that shit was disco. It wasn't hip-hop. You know what I'm saying? So when people be arguing and they having this argument with Fat Joe and all that, like, I don't get that, bro. Because these same people, like, and the thing is, it's like, Tariq, you're not even from New York, bro. You shouldn't have done that documentary. That was a violation right there because you're not from the culture. You wasn't there. You didn't live in them projects. I would respect somebody that was from the Bronx to do that documentary. Somebody that's from Harlem to do a documentary. Why would we respect somebody that's an outsider of the culture? You from Detroit, Michigan, but lived in California. Why would I want somebody that's not even from New York? A dude that's a Detroit dude that moved to LA in 91 that lived in Birmingham, Alabama. Salute, Auntie. You not even from New York. You from Birmingham, Detroit. You went from being the pimp. You know, he started off as the pimp. You know? And then from being the pimp, K-Flex, from K-Flex, you transition to the Tariq Elite, K-Flex, King Flex, and then Tariq Nasheed. So I can't trust anybody that has been changing his personality. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't get me wrong. Hitting Colors was a great documentary. But when you go from Hitting Colors to then you go from, like, this is what I call out a lot of these dudes on the internet. I think a lot of these dudes I love their content, but I can't respect these dudes. I can't respect Tariq Nasheed because he's a flip-flopper. Because 1 minute he was a Pan-African, right? Then before that, He was on his pimping shit, right? To go from a pimp to a Pan-African to now turning into this dude that's FBA, right? Talking about he asking people for money for his museum. I can't respect things like that because you taking money from the working people. You know what I'm saying? For somebody that's successful, you shouldn't ask your supporters for their bag. That's my thing about Tariq. Like, I can't respect dudes like that. Yeah, you asking your supporters to fund your museum. You asking your supporters to fund everything that you do. You know what I'm saying? That's my thing with a lot of these dudes. So I kind of agree with Joe. I kind of agree with him because he was right. It should be somebody from New York to do the documentary. Like, dude is just not for real. A lot of those FBA brothers all broke. Let's just keep it real. Because if you FBA, right, and you listen to somebody like Tariq, and I'm FBA. I'm proud to be FBA. I support being foundational, and I support me being indigenous. But I can't support dudes that say they ain't African, but they still want to say they foundational Black Americans. I never said they didn't create hip hop. You need to listen to the whole thing, Marv. I said the godfathers of hip hop is Hollywood. Let me say this one more time. The hip hop term was coined by Keith Cowboy. Before Keith Cowboy said hip hop, nobody said the term hip hop. Nobody. Hip hop was not even a culture. It wasn't even a subculture, a genre. It was nothing. Until Keith Cowboy said in 78 hip hop. Before 78, hip hop didn't exist. It was disco culture. It was a culture of brothers that was in gangs that came together. So it was African Americans, Latinos, and Caribbean Americans that lived in the South Bronx that was intertwined in the culture. You know what I'm saying? So if you didn't live in Harlem or the Bronx where the culture was started, you know, I can't argue with somebody because somebody from the Bronx may have a different perspective than somebody from Brooklyn. Because the culture did start uptown in the Bronx. They was doing the block parties. They was doing the jams. They was doing all of that. They had all the DJs. They had Mario. They had Hollywood. They had, you know, Herc. You know. So, Jazzy J and all of them. And Grand was a Theodore. So they had all these DJs there in the Bronx, uptown. Pete Jones is from the Bronx. You know what I'm saying? So the culture started uptown in the Bronx. So I'm not going to have nobody, like I would respect it more if it was somebody from the culture. But you have these LA dudes that do, because he's not even from LA, he's from Detroit. But a dude from Midwest that resides in California is telling brothers that's from there about the history of the South Bronx and the history of the culture when there was no such thing as hip hop. When a lot of those dudes that was in them gangs, you know what I'm saying, didn't call it hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So I could understand Fat Joe's point of view. I could understand. Yo, Marv, you want to come in? You want to be on the live on YouTube? So say what you want to say, bro. Since you want to be on the live stream, bro. Yo, Marv, you
What's
want to be?
good, bro?
Yo, you gonna be on YouTube? So say what you gonna say, my nigga.
Nah, I mean, I heard what you said about, the coin being phrased in 1970, what was it, eight you said. And that's not a problem. I definitely agree with you, right?
Yeah,
But the only thing I'm gonna say is, right, the origins and the DNA also existed before the 70s. So even though there wasn't a name for it, there was
yeah.
a lot of influence from the down south,
I'm
and
not.
that's nothing
I'm not
but
saying. I'm
FBA.
not.
That's
Listen,
nothing but
yo,
FBA
Marv,
rules. I
Marv.
remind
I'm
you,
not saying.
I'm not a FBA,
No,
but
no,
I gotta give credit when credit is
no,
due.
no, no.
You feel
But
me?
hold on, Marv. I'm not saying. Listen, what I'm saying. And when we put this on YouTube, they gonna hear. I'm not saying that FBA did not start hip hop. What I'm saying is that I think that the documentary and the conversation, it should not be like what it is. Everybody mad at Fat Joe. Everybody dissing Fat Joe. Everybody talk about, yo, he should say this, he shouldn't say that, and word and all this, and hip hop, and yo, they disrespecting black people. First of all, it was a culture that was created for people that was in the neighborhood, in the Bronx, in the five boroughs. I would look at it from the conversation of the culture. I want to hear brothers from here speak about hip hop and the culture. I don't want to hear from nobody from no Midwest, no West Coast, and dudes is in the town separated on the conversation of hip hop. We know where hip hop started. We know who the legends and the pioneers. Like I said, it's three pioneers of the culture. It's Herc, it's Hollywood, and it's motherfucking Mario, bro. Those are the three pioneers of the culture. We already established that. But when these dudes be coming online and they arguing, they get mad with Fat Joe. How you get mad with Fat Joe? Fat Joe just saying what he's saying, yo, it should be somebody from New York and not somebody that's not from here. Lord Jamal being a cornball, I'm going to say it, he being a cornball because that was your means. You know, in 2021 and 2022, Fat Joe was your means. So I don't respect that. I don't respect that because it's videos of you and Fat Joe chopping it up. It's videos of you with five mics and Fat Joe on stage. So because Fat Joe ain't fucking with you right now, and you ain't fucking with Fat Joe, you want to do interviews with Hassan Campbell, you want to do this, you want to do that. You look at type corny. You look at type
Well,
cornball.
I'm gonna say this, right, because I'm not gonna speak on anybody's character,
Yeah,
whether if it's Joe or Jamal, because that's what they're going through. But I will say this though.
yeah,
I feel like this is what the argument is right here, right?
yeah,
I feel like people like Lil Jamar, they're not denying the existence of, Jamaicans and Puerto Ricans being
yeah,
there, right?
yeah,
But the issue is they don't like the term pioneer. You know what I'm saying? Because when you
yeah,
say pioneer, that means you created the infrastructure of something. And just like how I stated earlier, you could see the DNA came from, jazz, funk,
yeah,
R&B, disco. So the foundation was already made by Black Americans. So I think the argument has to be where it's like they're not denying any other ethnicities, but they have to acknowledge that what they were doing, the foundation was made by
yeah.
Black Americans,
But
and that
yo,
and
but
that's how
more.
I feel.
More, but you right about that. And that's what I'm
Mhm.
saying is nobody is saying I'm not against that argument. My argument is this, yo. Why is everybody mad at Joe for saying what he said? He not denying. I don't think Joe was even denying black people being, the founders of the culture. I think that what people do, and this is what I think, right? What people gotta understand is a lot of us in New York and just in the East Coast in general, we all grew up with each other. So when we look at the culture, it's not like in other places. Like when you look at like California, for example, right? A lot of those brothers in the West Coast, they don't really rock with the Mexican dudes. You understand what I'm saying? So our culture is kind of different from their culture, and I get that. So when people going at Math and Joe, and I have my disagreements with Math, but people going at Joe and saying what they saying about Joe, it's like, come on, it's tight corny because Joe ain't dissing blacks, he ain't dissing the culture because he give his props to the culture, who he show love to, Grandmaster Cass, Melly Mel, all these dudes is the pioneers of the culture. So he's showing love to the founders. You understand what I'm saying? He ain't out here shitting on the culture. Everybody knows. Everybody knows this. The Puerto Ricans did come, you know, late. When you say on a DJ level, they came later. You know, nobody's saying that they wasn't a part of the culture. Because Puerto Ricans was your b-boys. You had Puerto Ricans that was your graffiti artists. You had them as your DJs and even your rappers. But what I'm saying is, when we talk about the culture, we shouldn't have an argument when it comes about, this thing, because it's like it's a dumbass argument. You know what I'm saying?
I
Because
think it's
hip
just
hop, because more like look at it like this, right, Mom? Hip hop culture right now is not even being run by us, bro.
I agree. Yeah, I
It's
agree with
not
you
being
100%.
run. It's not being run. So you mad at Fat Joe for this, but you not mad at our culture is basically being taken over by people that don't look like us. That
Hmm.
our culture right now, that if you look at the rap, who they calling the rap god of our culture, it's not even a black rapper. They saying a white rapper named Eminem is the rap god of our culture. Like, come
But
on, bro. Am I lying?
now
That's
you
the
not
face of that.
lying.
That's the face of the culture right now. So y'all dudes is mad at Fat Joe. Nobody, no Puerto Rican, no Jamaican, no Black American is the face of hip hop culture. They not even selling the units that Eminem is selling right now. Eminem
I,
goes diamond. No black artist has went diamond in a minute. So everybody arguing about the culture when our culture is already being erased up out the culture.
now you right.
Like, come
You
on,
lie.
bro. Like urban. Like if we look at the urban culture right now, just look at the music industry right now. They just had a shift. People not even talking about what happened with Universal. They not even talking about what happened with Universal. But these dudes are talking about Fat Joe and all this. But these same dudes and like Tariq and all of them, they ignoring the fact that we getting outcast and out out resourced out our culture.
That's a fact.
Urban music is no more, no more. If people really look at it, the urban departments is no more in the music. The people that was basically what we say the dudes that kept urban music alive, the two of the big names is in prison. R. Kelly and Diddy. Come on, bro.
nah,
Suge
nah,
Knight, the third one, he's in prison.
I
So
definitely hear that,
everybody
bro.
that was influential in the urban culture, that was keeping the urban culture alive, they all locked up in prison.
But you know what it is though, Gotti? I'm gonna keep it a
Mm-hmm.
beam, bro. I think like this whole argument is just like, and not to be funny, I think it's just a
Yeah.
lack of vocabulary. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because you know, like I said, nobody's denying
Mm-hmm.
nothing, but it's just that when you say you're a pioneer of something, that
Yeah.
means you was there to create the infrastructure. So I think,
Yeah.
they just got a difference between the
Yeah,
vocabulary. They
but
gotta understand.
this is the thing, right? Because more like when I listen to a lot of the pioneers when they talk, right? Dudes like Grandmaster Cash and the Melly Mels and all these dudes, when I hear them talk, they don't sound like dudes like Lord Jamar and Tariq Nasheed when they talk about the culture. They say, yeah, they was in the culture and they keep it how they keep it. You know what I'm
Hmm.
saying? They not about the dissension. They not about what you say like uh trying to put nobody down. They keeping it, people say they keeping it PC, but they just not with the divisiveness. You know what I'm saying? Cause They was there.
But
These was 60-year-old.
let me ask you a question, Gotti, though, right? I hear what you're saying. A
Yeah,
dude like Lil Jamal might be extra aggressive, but
yeah,
could you really blame a dude like him? Because look, they took rock and roll already, they took
yeah,
jazz, they took country. You
yeah.
feel me? So it's like hip hop is probably the last thing that they they really
Yeah,
got
but
to their
Marv,
name.
they put in the wrong. This is the thing. This is why I'm mad at FB. This is why I be mad at FBA. Right? Is this right? Y'all got the hate for the wrong people. Who y'all need to be having focusing y'all attention on is the people that's whitewashing us out of the culture. The people that destroyed our music. The people that destroyed everything. The entertainment. Everybody want to beef about yo, who is not this and who's not that. Like that whole argument is corny to me, bro. Because in 2025 that we going in, bro, right now, nigga, we don't got no culture, bro. They giving us crumbs, my nigga.
But
Let's just keep it
you
real.
got you got to blame the labels for that. They the ones who's choosing, the algorithm and everything. So
Yeah, but look at what they doing to the culture, bro. Let's just keep it real, right? And and people talk about this beef with Kendrick Lamar, right? And Drake, right? It's sad that dudes had the beef to go number one, bro. Let's really
hmm
look at that.
I
Dudes
agree with you.
had the beef to go number one. Last year, nobody sold an album that went number one, bro, or a
Nope.
single that went number one last year.
Nope.
In 2024, it had to take two men to beef to sell units. That's how
Mm-hmm.
low that the industry gotta go for artists to sell units. But Eminem could go number one
Uh,
and outsell everybody. No, it's the truth though. To
why you keep
outsell
bringing up
everybody.
Eminem though, bro? Like,
No, but more. Am I lying though? Am I
no,
lying though, bro?
you're not
Cause
lying, bro.
cause
You're
cause
not lying.
cause come on, bro. If you really look at it, look at the publicity that he got on that album. Nobody listen to Eminem music. But look at the publicity he got on that album.
No, you're right. You're right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody mad at Fat Joe, but nobody mad at the dude that's out here being called a rap god. Nobody is got they. I don't see nobody. I don't see Tariq. I don't see Lord. I don't see Phil Levi's show. I don't see none of these dudes. They pitchfork out about how they pushing this dude as the rap god of the culture, bro.
Mm-hmm.
This dude, like people. That's why me and Benzino, when we had that conversation, he said, "Yo, sir, when I went at Eminem, bro. Lord Jamal, none of these people that have an issue with Eminem said nothing, bro. They said nothing. I sacrificed my career, lost everything, and nobody said nothing. These dudes is tiptoeing. They don't even want to say nothing about Eminem no more. Lord had all that to say about Eminem, but he don't say nothing about him. Last time I did an interview, he was like, yo, he said it straight up. He said, yo, don't ask me no question about Eminem. Why? Because you don't want to get blackballed by the industry. Y'all dudes is that scared. But y'all want to talk about a Fat Joe, this one, that one. None of these no black or Latino rapper is selling more units than Eminem, bro.
But my thing is, why can't everybody just have a civil conversation and just,
You know
say how they
why? You
without
know
on
why,
name
bro?
code and all that? Like, you
Because
know
it's
what I'm saying?
divisiveness, bro. And it's a lot of things with a lot of these dudes. This is why we this is why when it comes to these type of conversations, bro, everybody want to argue and put everybody in. It's no need for that. Everybody could agree to disagree. If you saying that, and like I said earlier, bro, hip hop culture is black culture. It started with black people. That is the fact. It started with black African Americans. Nobody is saying that. But when it comes to the culture, and we arguing about the culture, bro. We arguing about apples and oranges, bro. The conversation should be is how we lost the culture, how urban music is no more in the fucking universal department right now, bro. How they really not spending no bag on urban artists unless you a Drake or a Kendrick
Or
Lamar. No
Or
urban
industry
artist was
playing.
being created.
You feel me?
Come on, bro. Like J. Cole, like people mad at J. Cole, right? But one thing I respect about J. Cole, bro, he said, "Yo, I'm about my peace. I can't knock him for that. You know why? Because beefing at one point in hip hop, it was good for the sport. Yes, at one point it was bad because people look at Biggie and Tupac, right? Biggie and Tupac was cool. It sold a lot of records. But look at what it did when it sold a lot of records. Two rappers got killed because basically the government, let's just keep it real, had a fake rap beef going on that caused too many lives, and these record labels made more money and the artists. And what happened to both artists? They died.
Again,
What?
honestly, I think that's when we really lost the culture, when the government got involved.
Come on,
Or
bro.
it happened even early on. We just seeing the after effects now in
Come
2024, going
on,
into
bro.
2025.
Yo,
You know
bro, but if you look at that beef, bro, that was a government infiltration right there.
But
And not only that was government infiltration, but bro, we saw two prominent black entrepreneurs in Puff and Suge beefing. These were two dudes that was cool with each other, that
so more
ended up beefing with each other. Just like Biggie and Tupac, cool with each other, ended up beefing with each other, right? Do you know that people don't even see the bigger picture, that all four of those men could have had a conglomerate and they sold more units. And this is what people keep missing. These dudes was outselling Def Jam, bro. They was outselling Def Jam, outselling Uptown, and these was young black entrepreneurs. They wasn't even 30 yet, bro. These dudes was still in their 20s, bro. And
definitely.
then to see dudes that was still in their 20s successful, the those white label owners did not want that, bro. They ain't want that success, bro. And that's why they was able to do what they doing. And now look at the culture. They infiltrated. Everything now is beef. Remember when 50 came out, right? They took the beef and shit on steroids. Everybody that had to come out around that time, they had to have a beef. 50
Remember the
said that. Remember the
DVDs too.
DVDs? Come on, bro. 50 said that. 50 said that the blueprint back then was everybody beef to sell records.
I agree.
Dudes smacking dudes up. Dudes got record deals for beating up dudes and robbing dudes for their jewelry.
Dang.
Come on, bro. Look at True Life. He didn't get a record deal for his talent. What he got a record deal for, Mo?
I mean, he was beefing with Mobb Deep and Dipset and all of them.
Come on,
I
bro.
remember.
He got a record deal off of beefing with them, bro. He didn't get a record deal from I'm the illest rapper. No, 50 at least had talent, bro, and he was already signed before. That's why he was so advanced than everybody else, and he sold the units that he sold. But everybody behind him, the Manos, the Uncle Murders, the True Life, the Saigons, all them dudes had to come. They didn't come in the game with talent. They came in the game with beefing, bro. And the dudes that did have the talent, they got overshadowed.
So let me ask you a question, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that like we went from it being about having talent to just shock value shit? Like when did
I
that
think
come
it
into effect?
it started like I told you. It started after the Tupac and Biggie shit. A little bit after the Jay-Z and all shit. When it went to like the 50 era, it was just straight shock value. You remember more
Mm-hmm.
like straight shock value. And then from the 50 era, it died down. Cause the Kanye era, it wasn't a lot of that beefing. And then when Rick Ross came out and the Jeezy shit and a lot of other shit that started the drill, the Chicago drill shit, everything became, they intensified it. Now you start seeing niggas really getting killed. Like rappers is getting in the game because they got bodies.
So let me ask you another question. So,
Mm-hmm.
because you had mentioned drill, right?
Mm-hmm.
So do you think that basically like what they was doing with beef before
Mm-hmm.
was like the precursor to how we got to drill? Like, so did they just push the button to make drill go viral,
I
or it
think
happened
when
by accident?
okay, so I think okay, like you remember the 50 Cent method, like I told you, more.
Mm-hmm.
50 Cent came in at a time where you had Ja Rule, DMX, Nas, and all these dudes after that. And then you got the 50 Cent explosion, which dude got shot 9 times. He had a story, right? So 50 was just his thing was so solidified because his story was like a movie. And he was like the quintessential rags the richest story. The thing with the drill now, 2011, 2012 era, is that Jimmy Iovine, when he signed Chief Keef, bro, he was like, yo, this is 50 Cent on steroids. Cause he's the one that signed Chief Keef. He's the one that
Mm-hmm.
found him. So he put the money, he thought he could make a 50 Cent 2.0 with Chief Keef. But the thing is, when you don't have one, the fortitude, the worth ethic, and you lazy as an artist, you're not gonna flourish. But because he had so much of stupidity behind him, going back and forth to jail, getting caught up in bullshit, not going to video shoots, that's what made his aura. And this is why you got the rappers that you got now. So now when you look at the rap game, all the black rappers is beefing and they can't sell. They don't have work ethic. They don't know how to perform. Bobby Shmurda, Fabio Foreign, everybody that we done seen came in the game, more. Look at that whole thing, bro. Look at it. Like, this is why I said, like, people mad at Fat Joe, but they not even mad at the industry. They not even mad at the culture vultures. They not even mad at the record execs. They not mad at the Vlad TVs. They going up on Vlad TV talking that bullshit. They not giving a black journalist the interview for free or just having a conversation with a brother and trying to build his platform. If y'all about the culture, be about the culture 24/7. Don't be about the culture sometimes and then you sitting up there with Vlad. He's no
Nah, but
different than
Gotti, you know what it is though, bro? I hear
yeah.
what you're saying, but the thing is, bro,
Mhm.
people did try to save the culture, but it got shut down by other influences. Remember,
But you know why I got shut down.
Dame, and what was it, Jay Prince?
Yeah,
They was doing their own
yeah,
distribution,
but
so people
you know,
tried.
but Mozzie, that's why I'm telling you, you know why I got shut down. You got what I'm saying? Because like even with what Puff was saying, right? With his last thing, what he did with Earn Your Leisure, right? Where he said that, yo, and then he even said in the Charlemagne interview, like, we need to start our own party. Like even with politics, bro. I just had a discussion with somebody. Like I said, yo, America right now is only for the billionaires. They don't give a fuck about what goes on with Black America. They don't give a fuck about the working class. We had this conversation on the phone. It's not even about the middle class no more, bro. It's about two class system.
Rich and poor.
Poor, rich and poor, bro. So, in that fact right there, bro, people gotta look at it like this, bro. It's either you come together or y'all motherfuckers is just gonna suffer. And a lot of dudes don't understand that that's where it's heading to. Because everybody is caught up in the matrix and the illusions that the world is what it is. The world is not no big oyster, bro. The world is not a perfect place. And that's why when it comes to the music industry, you see what I was saying earlier, like they already showing you who the face of music right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's two people that's the most important thing in just UMG right now. It's not Drake, it's not Kendrick, it's Taylor Swift and Eminem.
Right.
So that right there just shows you that fuck all the black artists. You could be popping as Scissor, you could be popping as Summer Walker, but you not popping like Taylor Swift. You not popping like Eminem. So they already showing you who the face of the music is right now. We not the top what you call the best of the culture. They don't care about the culture. When they showed you this year that they out resourced the urban departments in Atlantic Records and Warner Brothers, and they did a hostile takeover. They already showing you they out resourcing urban music. They needed a fucking beef where it's way talented artists out here.
Nah, for real. For real.
And y'all focusing on Kendrick and fucking Drake, bro.
That's a
And,
fact.
and there's so many rappers out here that have great music that shit got that spotlight. And we talking about Kendrick and Drake.
Mm-hmm. And yo, they got it. They had to do that because you know the year before hip hop didn't have no number ones. They had no
That's what I'm
number
saying.
ones.
That's why, like, yo, more. You see why I didn't so much was agreeing with the beef because I saw that was a label play. That was an industry
Mm-hmm.
play. They made Kendrick go at Drake so they could get the talk of the hip hop culture and get that fast and moving again.
Right, right.
Because they wasn't selling no records, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You look at Universal, nobody was selling records. Universal, all these labels, when it come to rappers, nobody had no number ones, and they wasn't selling no units.
And you know what I'm starting to hate too, bro?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I ain't got no problems with Travis Scott, no problems with Little
Yeah.
Uzi. But when them dudes go number one, they're not hip hop, bro.
They're not hip hop.
They're not
Like
hip hop. That's a
Uzi and
slap to the
Travis
face,
is
bro.
not hip hop. Let's get
That's
that
not
clear.
hip hop.
They not hip hop.
That's not hip hop.
And
That's
and
just
the thing
a
is,
slap to
right?
the face.
And I'm gonna keep it real, yo, more. Not only that they not hip hop, but like I just told you earlier, Snoop and Dre, bro. Snoop just did an album with Dre. Now, mind you, Snoop is the biggest thing. His album flopped. Why? Because they not spending no money on no older artists. And I'm gonna keep it real. Nas, shout out to Nas, because I'm gonna tell you why I respect Nas. Nas ain't do it for the sales. He did it for
For the
the
culture.
culture, and I respect that. When dudes trying to do albums for the sales, you're not doing it for the culture.
Because you becoming a
You
part of the machine.
you becoming a part of the machine. Facts. When you're not doing it for the culture, and you LL Cool J did it for the culture, I respect what LL did. Like that's why LL said, "Yo, I did my album with Q-Tip. I didn't do it with Dre. Because if he doing it with Dre, that's for the sales. That's not doing it for the culture where you basically putting out an album. Fuck how the beat sound. I'm doing it for the culture. I'm doing it for the people. A lot of these dudes not doing it for the culture,
They
bro.
not.
They doing it for the record sales, bro. They don't give a fuck about the culture, bro. That's why I fuck with J. Cole because he do it for the culture. J. Cole
That's why he
did
stepped
a whole
out that beef. That's why he stepped out the beef. Because
fact,
he
bro.
knew that shit was just a money grab. You know what I
That was a
mean?
money grab, bro. Like everything people talk about, like Kendrick ain't doing shit for the culture, bro. Because if he was doing it for the culture, more, and let's just keep it all the way real. If Kendrick was doing it for the culture, bro, he would not be focusing on a beef. He would be making great music, bro. He know his last album wasn't receptive by the audience, bro. People didn't like that last
Hold on,
album.
guys. I'm gonna say this though. I'm gonna say this. I respect where you coming from,
Yeah.
but you gotta say it for both
No,
niggas, not just one.
I
You
said
gotta
it
say
for Drake too. Hold on. Drake, but this the thing with Drake, bro. Drake know his time is over in hip hop. He know it's over, bro. That's why I like Drake know like it's over, bro. I had my run. Cause you gotta look, Drake had a 15-year run. How many niggas you know been consistent and have a 15-year run in the game? But he know he not the face of hip hop. He know he not the considered the rap god of hip hop. Why you think he sued UMG? He knows
yeah,
Eminem is
time is done.
protected by UMG, bro. He know Taylor Swift. That's why he said in a lawsuit. They not gonna do that to Taylor Swift because Taylor Swift is protected by UMG. Taylor Swift is the face of
But
UMG. Eminem is the
you,
face of
you
UMG.
know what my problem is? My only problem with like dudes like, and I'm saying this respectfully, with dudes like Drake and Kanye, when they do these outbursts, they only do it when the system is not working in their favor no more.
Yeah,
Which I feel like is kind of like, now we supposed to support you, but when you was winning with that system, you ain't have nothing to say. So how you feel about these dudes being opportunists, bro? Because
I
that
think
ain't
I
really.
think I think what happened is that they start seeing it late that the system ain't working for them, and then they start waking up. But I think that Drake already seen the problem for a long time. You know what I'm saying? Just like Kanye. Kanye knew that they was done with him. After he did that outburst that he did when he snapped and said what he said at that time, like before he did the rant on Drink Champs, but when he did the real rant when he was doing the Yeezus thing, like he already knew that it was over for him. You right now, Kanye. Why you think Kanye ain't doing no albums no more, Mom? He know it's over, bro. Like they don't blackballed him to the point nobody want to work with him. You know what I'm saying? And it's
Mm-hmm.
like, bro, this is how I know like the game is so biased and that the culture just lost their identity, bro. You know what I'm saying? It lost its identity, bro. Like I respect, like, and I'm gonna keep it real. Like I love what Afro Beats is doing, but if you notice with Afro Beats, right, it's just like the Hollywood, right? Check out Hollywood. Every actor in Hollywood is not American born. They all from the UK. Ask yourself why every actor in every movie is from the UK. They a black Brit, bro, with an American accent, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because they not gonna fucking rock the boat, bro. They come here to do the work, get the job done, because they understand that they independent contractors, bro. So that's why Afro Beats is doing well because they not here to rock the boat. They here to get the bag. You
Mm-hmm.
understand what I'm saying? So they not gonna get too much because one, they not even focusing on the things that American artists is focusing on. So that's the same thing with an actor, with an American actor. He gonna focus on I don't want to do them type of roles. I don't want to be typecast. So when you look at every movie, the leading actor is a fucking Englishman. You know what I'm saying? He play a good American, but he a fucking Englishman.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
got a point.
So everything you seeing, bro, it's like it's even with the music industry. If they got black artists, bro, they not from America, bro.
Drake, Central C.
Come
You now you
on,
right. You
bro.
right. You can.
So it's like bro, it's like right now, bro, like that's what it is. They it's like it's no wins, bro. And that's why when niggas be talking, and I'm saying to myself, y'all making an argument about FBA and who control the coach. Bro, we not talking. We need to talk about how this coach is about to be no more, bro.
Yeah, cause it ain't about the quality no more. Like, look, Gotti, you know, like how I know.
Yeah,
Your man Nas dropped 6 albums, bro, and
facts.
it's like no major media wants to have GOAT talk,
No,
but
they don't.
they'll have it for the other dude that you named,
Yeah,
and you feel me? It's like, come on, what's up with
but you
that, bro?
but you notice like dudes got to tread lightly, even speaking about him, because they don't
Mm-hmm.
want to get blackballed in the industry, bro. We gotta remember, bro. This is a dude that wasn't picked by Drake. He was picked by the dude that run the company.
Mm-hmm.
He was signed by the dude. He was just signed by Drake because the dude that run the company told him to sign him, Jimmy Iovine. So when you picked by the boss, bro, you the golden child. They gonna make sure in their power to make you the top dog in the industry, bro.
That's a fact. Yo, why you think? Let me ask you a real question,
Mm-hmm.
because I was doing my research and I see that it was like a Pacific tape where he was saying some, distasteful words about, black women. So, like, why do you think he never received the type of canceling that every other black dude got when they
You
did
know
something
why?
crazy?
Because he had the protection, bro. When you got Universal protecting you, you got Interscope, you got the biggest company in the game. So every music around that time was being provided by Interscope, Mom.
Mm-hmm.
Remember, bro, they controlled back in the days. You remember, Marv? Like when you watched MTV, BET, all the artists were signed to either Interscope or Universal. So if you made Universal that mad and you didn't want to play Eminem, bro, they was taking all Universal shit off their channel, bro. So that means you ain't getting no 50 Cent, you ain't getting no Mary, you ain't getting none of that. That's all Universal, bro. Christina Aguilera, motherfucking Gwen Stefani, you name it, nigga, you ain't gonna get that, bro. Cause that's Universal, bro. You know what I'm saying? He's a golden child. So that's why you look at Irv and Ja. Look how they got, everybody like even with that beef with 50, like yeah, 50 on a level, yeah, he did win. But if you really look at it, what blackballed them, the feds being called, and then the power of that universal instruction, bro. You get what I'm
But
saying,
hold on,
Mo?
hold on, hold on, Gotti. But to be fair though,
Mm-hmm.
bro, I hear what you're saying, and I respect both dudes, 50 and Job. But a
Now,
lot of people they were getting tired of the singing though. You don't think
no,
that played a role in it?
they was getting tired of the singer, but Marv, you gotta look. They in two different lanes, bro. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Once Ja did the Loose Chains diss track, that
Mm-hmm.
killed his career right there. That was the death note. Cause Eminem fan base is not hip hop fans, bro.
Mm-hmm.
His
Right.
fan base is people that like rock music. His fan base is people that like pop music. His fans don't fuck with hip hop like that.
Mm-hmm.
So if a rapper go at, like, you gotta look, the type of fan base that 50 got fucking with M was a fan base that he probably would have never got signed to anybody else. Unless he was signed to like something like Bad Boy, he'd probably get that. But like saying he was signed to like any other label, no, he would have never had that type of fan base. DMX
Nah,
had
I
that
would.
because DMX had the type of music that everybody was on, like universally. And you got to be a type of artist that had that. But a lot of rappers is not going to have that type of fan base that Eminem got. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, when Benzino did what he did and Ja did what they did, it fucked them up in the end. You get what I'm saying, more? Like, it ruined their career because these are dudes that was on top. Benzino had Source Magazine, bro. Like, this nigga had the biggest hit single, Rock the Party and all that.
Yeah,
You go
yeah.
from that, you heard me talk with him about that on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
You go from being the top dog, having the best year of your life to now Eminem, bro.
Nah, that's a fact, bro. That's a
This
big
dude
fact.
destroys your career. That's crazy, bro. But I respect Benzino because he stood for something, bro.
So let me ask you a question though. So
Uh-huh.
like, what do you think are the necessary next steps for people to get back on track with urban, music being relevant in our own hands
I
instead of the
think I
machine?
think we need to start supporting each other and stop fucking with these major labels.
Mm-hmm.
Independent is the route to go, bro, because we beefing about apples and oranges when we had this FBA talk. Because right now, like I said, more right now, the labels is being run by the corporations, and the corporations saying we don't want black music no more. We don't want urban artists. If it's not Eminem or it's not Taylor Swift, we don't give a fuck. They'll find a white R&B singer right now, white female R&B singer right now.
Yeah, Tommy Richmond.
Yeah, you see that, right?
Yeah.
Like, come on, bro. Like, he going. I'm telling you, bro. He may outsell a lot of these people, bro.
Mm-hmm. And you notice what he said too, right? He said, I was on Twitter. He tried to downplay and say like, yo, what I do is not hip hop, but it's like the elements of your beats are hip hop. Like, so you see how like they try to get like they basically take your sound and try to make it seem like it's not that.
Facts. But you gotta look at that with the Tommy Richmond, right? He getting nominated for a Grammy, right? Like, I think he got nominated for a Grammy in the hip hop category.
Right.
So that right there, yo, you gotta look, Marv. Like, from Malcolm, like, they didn't want to give Kendrick Lamar no Grammy. The only reason why they gave him a Grammy because they felt bad that they gave Macklemore that Grammy. If they
Mm-hmm.
ain't give you the Grammy, bro, they was never gonna give it to you. They only gave it to you because Macklemore was the winner that year, and they felt bad.
Right.
So, you know what? Let's give Kendrick a Grammy. You know what I'm saying? But
That's a fact.
just look at it like this, bro. The white rappers have been taking over the game. You seen it, bro. They the lyrical ones. They ain't no. You not hearing no white rapper being no lyrical. They lyrical. Look at old boy, um, 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 Jack Harlow, bro.
Right, right, right.
Come on, bro. Like, look at that, Jack Harlow, um, the GE, all these dudes, man. If you look at all of them, bro, they more lyrical than the black rappers that's coming out here. They got the swag. They took it over the game, and now, they already been in R&B, but now it's to the point where it's gonna be more of them in R&B taking over. R&B is over with, bro. Yeah, there's a lot of great black artists, but bro, they not getting the clout they gonna get like Tommy Richmond getting right now.
Right, right, right.
That dude got nominated for I forgot, he got nominated for a Grammy in hip hop and R&B category.
And it's very early in his career too.
Early, this
Most
dude is
dudes don't get it
he's an
that early.
artist.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. And look, they got him. They can get a white female artist that are not scissor somehow walk out the way,
Right, right,
bro. The
right.
culture, like, this is what I'm saying, bro. People keep wanting to believe that we still control the culture. We don't control the culture no more. The culture's over with, bro. We done lost the culture.
Big
We was the face of the culture. We was the tastemakers, but we not the tastemakers, bro.
And let me ask you another question, Ray, because
Mm-hmm.
I had seen Freddie Gibbs had mentioned this, and I think he has a point. Why does it seem like the labels, they act like Kendrick Lamar is the only like lyrical rapper?
Because he's the only one in their eyes they feel is the lyrical. That's why
But why though?
he gets.
Mad
But
at the
but
people
you
that
gotta look.
expect this.
He's the only one they give. Look at this, right? If you look, right, erase Drake out of the conversation, right? But just look at
Mm-hmm.
Kendrick, right? He's got in big, big cosigns, right? This dude did a track with Imagine Dragons. He about to do something with Taylor Swift. Like, this is a dude that's
Maroon
getting
5.
Maroon 5. He's getting big collaborations from big artists. So he's getting the Eminem push. He's like the black Eminem. They're gonna give you that one black rapper. He's what, like, let's keep it real, right? People say what they want about Tupac, right? But he is the Tupac that they want to accept, bro.
I can't see that,
No,
bro.
no.
Respectfully, I
But
can't.
listen to what I'm saying, bro. He is the Tupac they want to accept, bro. Because look at Tupac, right?
Mm-hmm.
Tupac to this day is the most polarizing, the most criticized artist, the most artists that they say negative things about. They call him a troubled soul, all type of things, right? But this dude to this day is still the greatest of all time,
Most
most
recognized worldwide.
recognized, right? But if you look at what Universal and Interscope is doing, bro, just look at what they was doing. They was trying to paint Kendrick, uh, Cali version of Nas, and like a 2.0 version of Tupac. He does poetry. He speaks poetic thoughts in his words, and he's thought provoking, and he speaks to the people, and he's for the people. Just look at his character, right? That they painted him. Remember, Kendrick wasn't this rapper that we all know now. Kendrick was spitting street shit, right? He's speaking street shit. The Kendrick that people know now is this Kendrick that they built up, bro.
So
You know,
you think that's a play from the machine? Like this was all like choreographed to create this image that we got.
it's a play from the machine, man. You gotta
Mm-hmm.
look, bro. They they created this dude to be the new version of Tupac, bro. Why you think they got him doing fucking made niggas by Pac, bro, on the album, bro?
Oh yeah, that sample. Yeah. Yeah.
Come on, bro. Like you don't get that vibe that they trying to like make this nigga out to be a fake Tupac.
Nah, I mean, you got a
Like
point. You got a point.
like come on, bro. Look at that performance that he did out there in what was it, Inglewood, Watts? They did when he did the performance. He did They Not Like Us. He had the
Oh, with the red
Montrose.
hoodie on.
Yeah, with the red hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
They try to say, oh, yo, he was paying homage to Tupac. He had the chain like Pac, and he wearing the red hoodie and the fitted hat like the St. Louis fitted like Pac. Like they want this dude to recreate Tupac, bro. Like, why do y'all want him to be Tupac so bad, bro? Like, it's only one Tupac. Tupac was real. Tupac ain't sell out. He was speaking his piece. All the music he did, like, let's keep it all the way real, right? When Suge went to jail and they dropped the Illuminati album, Pac ain't want to drop that album with them diss tracks on it.
Mm-hmm.
He wanted to drop real music, bro. Yeah, he had the diss songs, but he kept them shits unreleased for a reason, bro. You look at All Eyes on Me, that was an album that he put together. And yeah, he had little subliminal disses, but it wasn't like he was putting that out because he wasn't about that. That's why he did One Nation, bro.
Mm-hmm.
One Nation was basically a project where he was bringing brothers together, bro.
Yeah.
His project wasn't about, oh, we beefing. The before he died, he was going to do something with Nas for One Nation, bro.
Yeah. And remember, I think he had like boot camp clicking all them
Boot
with him
camp
too.
click and all that.
Oh, my
He was getting more
Griffin.
equal. He was gonna get Buster. He was gonna get everybody on that One Nation album, bro.
Right.
But because he got murdered, and because he wasn't able to finish that album, look what happened. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
Because a lot of these dudes don't realize that the industry and the government is a part of all this bullshit.
Oh yeah, we know that. I had
Look at
broke.
the whole drill. Look at the whole rap scene right now, Mo. Don't you notice that all the street rappers is in jail?
Of course, yeah.
Or they pleading guilty? Let's keep it real.
Definitely.
Yeah, Kendrick got the machine behind him. That's a fact. That's a fact, homie. But just look at Lil Durk, right? He in jail. Um, NBA YoungBoy in jail. Bro, they doing that for a reason. They let these niggas crash out, right? Am I right, Mo? They let them crash out.
Yeah, once they bring their community together, we gotta
Yeah.
start that.
Soon as old boy talked about, yo, I'm on some spiritual shit. Dirk, he talking about, yo, I converted to Islam. I dropped my flag. I'm about peace. They can't lock him up.
Right.
They can't lock him up. Young Thug wanted to be one way. He wanted to be on some good shit, and then he wanted to be on some street shit. And then look, he out, and it looking crazy because you can't 1 minute say, yo, fuck old
Gunna.
boy, but then you come on, bro. It's like this the thing that confused me with these dudes, bro. Is that you want to be independent, but now you don't want to talk about independence no more. You notice that, Mo?
Yeah, I do.
Doug ain't talking about independence no more. But before he went to jail, he was about, oh, I'm independent. I'm not with 300. Now you with 300. You still with them. So every last one of these dudes, it's like the game right now is they either you get down or you lay down.
But you know what it is, Gotti? I feel like, and it's my problem with a lot of dudes in hip hop too, right?
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a lot of people just say certain shit because it sound good for the moment.
Yeah.
You know, I wish a lot of these dudes would just be honest and be like, yo, listen, I do shit based upon what my circumstances looking like. Because a lot of these dudes, they just say shit because it sound good for the camera, bro. And
Of
that's the
course,
big
but
problem.
like you said with like the Kendrick shit, like, cause this the thing I don't understand, right? Is that you got J. Cole, right? You got Nick Grant, You got
Mm-hmm.
38 Special. You got Ransom. You got Benny. You got
Now still putting out shit.
Nas still pulling out. You got Jada and the Locks still doing their thing. You got so many lyrical artists that's doing their thing. Lloyd Banks, Vado, everybody just want
Fab.
Fab, but everybody want to be stuck on Kendrick. Like niggas been spitting balls.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Niggas been spitting balls. Saha the Prince, Pusha T, all these niggas been spitting balls, bro. R.I.P. Freddie Garson. Like, how is people talking about, Kendrick brought balls back? What are y'all niggas talking about, bro?
Nah. See, to mainstream America, y'all think that because you know what the problem is too.
Yeah.
God, you gotta notice a
Mm-hmm.
lot of these people that consume what's popular,
Mm-hmm.
they're not hip hop purists, bro. They only
Of course.
listen to shit that's popular, and the problem with that is they think their opinion matters when they talk about who's the GOAT,
Yeah.
but you only listening to popular
Yeah.
shit, bro. So your opinion don't matter. Like for instance, I'm starting to see a lot of niggas saying Nas is overrated, right?
Yeah.
But you ask a nigga to name 10 Nas songs, he don't know 10 Nas
You
songs.
don't
So
know.
how the nigga overrated if he
Yo,
don't
and
know
that's
his shit?
the thing. That's the thing, like
Mm-hmm.
what you just said, right? Because, like, when niggas had them arguments about Nas and they say, yo, he only got one classic. I'm saying to myself, Nas got multiple classics, great albums.
And
It's
notice
just
that rhetoric was made by a dude that's not black. But continue.
fact. And like when dudes talk about Nas and you listen to his albums, it's like, yo, dog, like you wasn't listening to Stillmatic, I Am, you know,
Nostradamus.
Nostradamus, like it was written, like
Even Lost Tapes, nigga.
Lost
Lost Tapes.
like I'm talking about like my motherfucking life is good. Like, come on, bro. Like, dude been putting good material. Untitled, like he been putting out good material. His unreleased work is effortless, great, fire, legendary. And it's like when you got dudes that sit there and they talk because they only know Illmatic, you're not a Nas fan. You're not a
Not a
purist.
purist either.
Yeah.
You only know the popular shit.
You only know popular shit. And it's like when people sit there and they keep saying that, it's like I can't respect your opinion on rap.
Mm-mm.
You know what I'm saying? And it's just like with the Kendrick shit, like I get it. Y'all was tired of Drake, that's cool. But when y'all sit here and say, oh, this man brought bars back, he
Nah,
brought
nah,
the
nah.
spirit of hip hop, like what are you niggas talking about?
Mm.
Nas, like, yo, bro, and it's some real shit, bro. Nas and even LL Cool J have done more for hip hop culture and nobody's giving them their flowers, bro.
Mm-mm.
LL dropped a fucking classic, bro, and they not even talking about that. LL did so much for the culture with Rock the Bells. Nobody's talking about that. Nas did so much for the culture. They not even talking about that, bro. Y'all niggas talking about fucking Kendrick Lamar like this nigga did. Okay, he did a diss track, which was basically, let's keep it real. That was funded by the
Manufactured.
fucking labels, nigga.
The
That
whole
was
beef was
orchestrated by them.
manufactured.
It's
The whole beef.
manufactured. The whole
Yeah.
Kendrick and Drake beef is manufactured by UMG. That's not a real rap beef, like a real sparring match with two rappers bar for bar sparring. That's two
Mm-mm.
rappers that's getting a check at the end of the day. And one, like Drake, is like, yo, bro, he called it out and exposed it. Like, yo, it was UMG. They was putting the bag behind Kendrick. We all knew that, but he just exposed it. Because if Kendrick was so much he cared about the culture, he wouldn't be doing the commercial records he was doing on his last album. Because
Right.
his last album sounds just like a Drake album. He had commercial records on
Definitely.
his last album. His last album didn't have no street, no great hip hop joints. He had one good hip hop joint that was with Ghostface Killer. Other than that, all his records sound like commercial shit.
Definitely agree.
And we sitting talking about like, oh, yo, he brought hip hop. What y'all niggas talking about, bro?
Yeah, like I said, that's just the casual fan. They not purists. When you got people that's not purists, bro, they only gonna talk about popular shit. They not like listening to the shit that don't got a video.
Yeah.
You know, they only listening to the shit that's on the radio, that's on TV, and that's trending. They not listening to no B-side
Fact.
records, but they got an opinion.
Yo, you
So
know
that's
what's
the problem.
crazy, right? So I was listening
Mhm.
to the radio, right? And they was doing a mix show, right? And they was playing like all B-side R&B. And I'm saying to myself, yo, like a real DJ is gonna play B-side shit
Mm-hmm.
minus the A-side shit because the B-side shit is the best side of the music, bro.
Yeah, that's what the culture is.
That's what the culture is. And like I said, like when you look at like the culture right now, bro, it's like R&B, bro. Like let's even say it like R&B ain't the same no more, son. Since
It's
Cal
not.
went to jail, let's keep it a band, man. Like what's really carrying? No, it's a fact, bro. What's really carrying R&B? Like shout out to Usher. Usher doing his thing. I went to go see Usher, but like what's really like in your opinion, more like carrying R&B? Ain't nothing real in R&B no more.
Man, I agree.
Most
I
R&B
agree.
niggas sound like rappers, bro.
Yeah, cause you know what it is too. Like, and no disrespect to Kanye, because I know Ayo West was here before Kanye,
Mm-hmm.
but I feel like when he did it on steroids, that
Yeah.
kind of like fucked up the production of music. So everybody wanted their shit to sound like hip hop beats. So you definitely have a point right
Yeah,
there.
so that's what I'm saying. Like when you listen to R&B, it's like, yo, it sounds like hip hop. Like
Hmm.
it was cool back in the days. Like we look at the 2000s, R&B had that hip hop bounce to it. We like that shit. But this R&B that we listening to now, that's
Sound like
not
some crap
R&B,
shit.
my nigga. That's rap shit. That's rap shit. And that's just like I did a video, yo, mom. Like earlier, I did a video talking about the manosphere, right? I said, yo, like incels and motherfucking dating gurus killed the manosphere, bro. Cause yo, mom, when you put me on, because I remember when you told me about Tommy and all of them, right? Because I had saw David Carroll and them niggas and Tariq and all of them. But when you had showed me O'Shea, Jap and all of them, right? It's like, bro, when I look at the space now, bro, like, and I like Andrew Tate, don't get me wrong, I fuck with his content, but it's like, yo, bro, after Kevin Samuels, bro, like, the space died, my nigga.
Yeah.
Like everybody want to be a Kevin Samuels. Yo, bro, I watch you watch that shit daily wrap up, man.
I've seen like it trend on IG before, but I never really
Yeah,
saw like
but
a
yo,
whole
like
episode.
when you watch like shit like that daily wrap up, like 8 at the table, yo, bro, it's the same old shit, my nigga.
Oh yeah, yeah. Cause you know what it is, Gotti, bro. Like, people don't got no originality. You know, they'll see one thing work for somebody, and they all try to copy that shit, and that's what dilutes the brand. That's the same shit with movies, same thing with TVs,
Yeah,
and now podcasts. Like I said with movies back and forth, like
yeah.
everything's about a street show. That shit is corny. Like that's why I don't be watching TV.
Yo, bro,
It's like
and you're
how much
not
time do you
lying
do?
about that. And that's
Mm-hmm.
why, like, when I look at like social influencers on YouTube, it's like I'm done with the red pill community. I'm gonna be honest with you. And I was a staunch like me being salute. I was a supporter of the red pill community from back then, like '09, my nigga. 15 years ago, B.
But it's a
You get what I'm
bunch of nerds,
saying, bro?
man. Too much
And you look at
nerds.
it now, bro. It's a bunch of lame niggas talking about bitches hurt them, nigga. Yo, more. Let's keep it real, bro. When we watch Spear, and you know, bro, because we watch at the same time, bro. Niggas was talking about, you had niggas talking about their baby mama issues like Tommy and them. You had them niggas that talked about, I think the bro left. Yeah. But yeah, salute to everybody, man. Salute to everybody. I know the bro, bro dipped off. Bro dipped off, man. We was having a good conversation, bro. Damn, bro. I was getting to it, but yeah, bro, like everything is like I said, a dilution, bro. You know, people don't understand, bro. It's like niggas gotta focus on like what makes them great. Oh, your shit about to die? Damn, bro. Damn, bro. We was having a good convo, bro. But like I told y'all, man, everything has a dilution, bro. And it's like you can't focus on what the content is when people it's just all over the place, man. Like I said, like with the Fat Joe thing, like I said, I heard me. Like we love the culture, but all this bickering and beefing, salute, K Stretch. All this bickering and beefing is a bunch of bullshit, my nigga. Like everybody beefing over what? What is niggas beefing about, bro? Oh yeah, most definitely, Lex. What is niggas beefing about, bro? Like I said, man, it's oversaturated with everything, bro. Everything is becoming corny now, bro. You know, I'm I don't fuck with, like I told y'all, like right now, I'm listening to only classic R&B, and I'm listening to classic, hip hop. And if I do listen to some hip hop, man, I listen to what I like. And if it's a catchy record, I'll fuck with it. I'll fuck with the artist. But other than that, bro, I'm not getting into none of that trendy shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of this shit be garbage, bro. It be garbage, bro. And everything is oversaturated, bro. The internet is oversaturated. The drama is oversaturated. It's an oversaturation of everything, bro. Niggas ain't focusing on nothing, bro. Everybody beefing about pointless shit. You know, we right now, man, we got a country where we got BRICS currency. We got doggone a recession may happen in this country, and niggas talking nonsense, bro. You know, I can't understand it. I don't understand it, bro. I don't understand it at all, bro. But it is what it is, man. You know, and that's the messed up part about all this shit, bro. That things is all over the place, man. You know what I'm saying? Things is all over the place, man. Like people just don't look at it the way I look at it, because it's like this, bro. Like everybody has the same mindset, but niggas gotta just wake up, bro, and peep game, my nigga. But hey, like I said, man, it is what it is, man. Salute y'all for watching this. And like I said, man, I ain't with the blame game, man. I ain't with the tax. I ain't with the who started what. You know, everything is right now. Everything needs to be in moderation, bro. You know, everything need to be in moderation, bro. You know, so salute to everybody, man.